Alright guys, this is SuBK, and I'm doing a video in which I am starting over from scratch. No ifs, ands, or buts. Finally get to see the whole translation of how they translated the beginning of the game from the Japanese to English. So, for the most part, I'm just going to skip all the talking, because this is not why we're here. Alright, what should I name myself? I think we'll go with Loki. So we're gonna go with Loki. She called me a little. Like I said, I'm basically gonna be skipping through the story mode, because this is not really like a playthrough or anything like where I go through all that stuff to show the story and stuff like that. It's more of a guide, basically me starting over and going through with you guys. This video is gonna have at least me doing at least 2 quests, at most an entire state, which is state 1. The next video will be me going through state 2. And as you can guess, it's going to be going through in that kind of pattern. At maximum, the amount of videos I should be airing with this account should be like 32 or so. Sorry guys, what the hell is that? Well, let's get to it. If I don't seem too focused in terms of conversating with you guys, is because I'm trying to download the One Piece game. It's not letting me it's not letting that happen. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Like, that thing takes up a lot of memory. All right, so let's get into it. So basically, in order to like wage war or engage in combat, you have to drag your characters across. You cannot drag one of your characters, which is the one in the back, so you can't drag into one of your characters and be like face through them. You can't do that. There's no such power as that yet. And that's basically it. They attack in a certain pattern depending on their abilities. As you can see, she has long range because she's an enchanter. And when she's in the blue spot, I call them blue and green and red. I go based off of colors rather than the actual term. I find it easier to remember if you just go based off of the color of the spots. So we have blue for the back. Wow, I just skipped that like a noob, but okay. But not necessarily a noob, like what's the perfect word for it? Forget that. Anyway, so basically he's gonna come in. We're gonna move her to the front to keep them at bay. We're gonna move him behind her, because it's gonna be easier for him to like attack everybody in this one location. I don't know if I want to do this. And when I mean do this, as in, there's supposed to be a part where you're supposed to fight a bear as a goblin, which is supposed to be literally impossible. But I have beaten the bear before. I don't think I got it on video, but I've beaten him without having to die. But I still end up having to fight him, and I did not get any reward for killing him. I basically pulled off the impossible, and I did not get a reward for it. So we got the warriors, soldiers, long range, which is archers. I call them archers. Then we have the mages, the healers, and I believe there's supposed to be one more. Remember. I think that's about it. I'll remember later. But for the most part, that's basically it. Warriors are tankers. So they have pretty good, well, I'd say high defense. but their defense is not higher than their attack sometimes, but it's just high defense. Now we have the Warriors, which usually stray on the side of high attack, low defense, high evasion, high hit chance. So they're more of I'd say the critical part of the team where they're basically the rogues of the entire game. Rogues. That's we're gonna align with the whole soldier idea. Rogues. For the most part, then we got the mages. Mages is pretty self-explanatory. They deal with magic. Healers are one and the same. But I should tell you guys the difference between an enchanter and a healer is the simple fact that enchanters are sole purpose is to decrease stats and add buffers and debuffers. That's what they do. Some of them do have some good attack range, and also attack, but that's in the best case scenario. But majority of the times they don't. They just have the ability to increase stats and decrease them and cause status problems. That's about it. Then we have the healers, which is self-explanatory, which they heal. Some of them heal from the green spot, green 3 layers, and the blue ones, but not really the red. I think I should start pronouncing them as their actual terms. I'm saying spots. I don't feel like that's like the thing I should be like referring to them as, but sometimes you just gotta do you. But anyway, as basically the understanding. I know in my first video I told you guys you have to die, but like I said earlier, you don't necessarily have to die. You could try to kill him, which will be pretty hard, and your wits will have to be about you in order to do it. I will attempt it. Of course, I will attempt it just to see if that was like a fluke or something. But for the most part, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my other characters in the way to kill off as many monsters as they possibly can. And while they're doing that, I'm going to have them defend me against the bear until I get the bear to a certain amount of life. And when I get him really low, I'm going to start running around the block and avoiding him, because he can't kill me if he can't touch me. So I'm going to move around the block. He's going to move around to follow me to get in a good position to attack me. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be throwing hits at him slowly. So it's going to take a minute to kill him. I think that... Now I remember why I didn't record that. Because it takes a while and you need perfect concentration. And I'm not at that level where I can like explain while trying to kill him. Of course, I don't understand one thing though, is that his stats are really like, what's the word I could explain? High, even though as a character he's not. Because when you face him in the first chapter boss, he's pretty weak, which I find pretty shocking. But that's the way they wanted to have the game start, with us being killed once again. Like, dying the first time wasn't enough. Alright, so drag the attack. So these are your attacks right here. Attacks. So this is your attack. You have regular physical attack. Hold to charge it. Physical attack. Magical attacks. Passives go there too. And also enchanter abilities. And don't forget healing abilities as well. I should probably set up the I should probably like set up for the Yeah, I most definitely should have set up for it, but I was being retarded and I didn't. Alright, so shut up. So now I gotta move myself out of the way. Move her over there. And I join in the fight. Guess we're not winning, because, well, then again, you shouldn't give up until the last possible second until you're 100% positive you're not going to win. I seen a clear path. This would have been easier if I had a healing ability, but death has reached me. For the most part, last time I guess I just put all the rabbits in his way so he couldn't attack my units. I don't know if they were stronger than the ones I currently have at the moment, but I'm pretty sure they weren't. For the most part, the whole beginning is like basic. You get killed, then they bring you back and they give you a bunch of really strong units, like so. Now what you're gonna do is move yourself to the middle. So you're gonna move yourself to the middle. They can come in. They're gonna get closed off. Which is pretty easy. Everything just flows along nicely. Now, the first thing you're going to do is do a pull. The first pull. It could land at anybody. Because before I said it's always SR, because I experienced it being always SR. But somebody brought it to my attention that it can be something higher than just SR. I'm not sure if it's like legit. If he was referring to the 10 pull or just referring to like the single pull. But I'm feeling kind of lucky because I was playing Dokkan last night and I pulled Vegito Blue, Black, and Broly. So I'm feeling pretty lucky. Like, honestly speaking, I'm feeling really lucky and cocky. So I'm pretty sure my pull is going to be legit. But there's always a chance it's not. And there ain't no other way to get really good units without pulling, so. Ah, shit. Alright, so we don't really need to pay attention to fight him. We could try to, like, kill off all the little bunnies that get in the way. That's the most I would say, like, we can do. Alright, so I might not be able to do another mission, but at least I can show you guys the first poll. And also leave in the comment section down below whether or not you would like me to. Actually, no, whether or not you would like me. Leave in the comment section below which form you want me to take first. And when I mean first, I don't mean out of the Hobgoblin or the Orc. I mean like half Blood Lord, half Ice Lord, that sort of stuff. Which form you'd want me to take first after I become a Hobgoblin? Hobgoblin? It's referred to a Hobgoblin, or I think it's a Hobgoblin? No, I don't think it's a Hobgoblin. I think it's a I didn't remember how to pronounce that. Anyway, so we have our attack. Like I said, attack abilities. I call these two are the purple abilities, and the supporting abilities I refer to as enchanter abilities, because usually enchanters are the ones who have it. Of course, there's a couple regular units like warrior, soldier that have those abilities as well, but usually they either apply to themselves or one other unit, but it's just that one ability. I kind of find those specific characters to be a hassle. They only like their abilities don't really become like a problem. Actually, they only really become a problem in the Challenger's Cave, because they don't attack and they get attacked, and when they die, that's when your healer or whoever you have in the middle becomes vulnerable. And the reason why they're in the middle is because they can't be in the front lines. Healers is because if they die, you die. And if you're in the middle, then you don't want any of them dying and leaving you wide open. So then we have healing abilities. Special abilities are unique abilities which allow you to do certain things that are like broken. I remember getting a special ability that allowed me to move. Actually, no, it was a bird eye view. The screen expanded and I saw the entire arena from a larger perspective. So it's like the whole screen widened. I could see enemies coming at me before they like come onto the screen. So I saw where they were spawning from, and I was able to kill them without like them getting too close. Passives you have to put inside the same location that you put your attacks and healing abilities in order for them to activate. That is kind of like, in my opinion, that's kind of frustrating, but at the same time, it has to be done, because if they can be activated while still being in your ability storage, that might be too OP. Because you have to think all the passive abilities that you have, if all of them are still are active in your storage, I don't think you'd have to worry about your character. I don't think you have to worry about your character, aside from getting like equipment or anything. So click yes. The purple one was clearly stat problem, not even stat problems, more or less stat problems, and what's the word I'm looking for? Yeah, stat problems, which is a Pokemon term for poison, paralyze, stun, confusion, those sorts of stuff. So they're going to show us how to eat other units. Well, feed them to our other units so they can grow in level. And after that, we go into one single pull. Now, the first pull doesn't really determine whether or not you're gonna get a really good unit for your 10 pull. It doesn't, but if you do get a really good unit for your single pull, then you get a really good unit. But just because you get like let me give us, I'm not explaining it too well, but let me give like an example. Say you pulled like an LE on your first pull, and now you have to collect for your 10 pull. You still have the chance to pull another LE in your 10 pull, which the chances are pretty low, but you still have a chance to do so. So just because of what you get the first pull doesn't necessarily mean oh yes, but since we're here, I have to give a shout out to a YouTuber that not necessarily a YouTuber, but one of our people in our community that went above and beyond to put a comment that was pretty well written. Should I say written or pretty well typed? Let's just say it was explain things a little bit better than I do. Because I'm not all that like keen on explaining stuff. It's not like keen. What's the word I'm looking for? It's like I can explain it, but it's more like I explain better through example rather than verbally or typing. No, I shouldn't say verbally. I should explain things better rather than typing or writing. Verbally and through hands-on approach. So that's what I should say. I know the clock is still running because I have to open another video on a separate device to get his name. Alright, now correct me if I pronounce it wrong. Crier3160. Shout outs to you, bro. That comment you wrote was pretty well received. Alright, so we have a new banner. About to do a single pull. Like I said, there's still a high chance to like get a really good unit. So let's go. So we got the basic and SR. Now which SR I don't know. She's not too bad at all, but her defense is not desirable at all. But for a start, she's pretty good. So we got her. We're gonna move her in. And so you guys know, I honestly, this is me keeping it a buck with you guys. I really hate tutorials with a passion. I hate being forced to do anything I don't want to. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys because I really do hate that. It's not necessarily that, oh yeah, he hates being told what to do. It's more like I really hate tutorials because even though I already know certain stuff, they don't give me the option to let them know that I know that already. Oh, so they got the new mission now. So you guys know this one is the one that I have on my other profile. And this is the form that I have to get into before getting to this one. This is going to be very interesting. Alright, so I think I'm going to do one more. No, not one more. I think I'm going to hold back. I'm going to hold back for the next video because we just went to 23 minutes and the chances of me having enough memory for this video is pretty slim and I don't want to go through all that. So, okay, we have a problem, guys. We have a problem. Oh, I was about to say we have a problem because I went in there and I only had 25. I forgot that I have to collect the rest. So you guys know, if you collect everything and you still have if you don't have 50, then that's a problem and you need to go look around. Because you're supposed to have at least 50. So my next video on this profile will be me attacking the mission, doing states. I will be doing the first state. Well, rather than the first state, the first chapter, the entire chapter. And then we're gonna go. The next video after that will be me attacking the beginning of the second state. No, I'm gonna be attacking the second chapter, the entirety of it. It's been SuBK. Like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. Have any suggestions for what form I should take next after I become the next form. I'm pretty sure it's Hob. I don't think it's Hob. Is it? But yeah, for the most part. Because regardless of the fact, I'm still going to become every form in the game. Because on this profile, I'm showing you guys differences between each form. I was right, Hob. But yeah. I'm gonna become every form on this this transformation. Basically, it's a sheet, a transformation sheet. I'm gonna become every form. Become every single form. Now, here's a little suggestion. Well, actually, not a suggestion, more of like a rating. This is the banner I'm going to be pulling on for my next profile, for my profile that I have currently as my own. This is the banner I'm going to be pulling on next. Or I should basically give it to let you guys decide which banner I pull on with my the profile I usually use. This one or this one. You guys make your pick. Leave it to comment down below which one you want me to pull on my other profile, because I'm about to get over 200 gems, do a few missions to like get myself over 250 and do a 10 pull. So you guys decide which 10 pull I do.